Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Core Java session. We are just now in the topic Java lang package. We are in last topic we have seen shallow and deep cloning. Okay, this we have seen. Now we are going to see get class method. This is get class method. Then we are finalize method. Okay, and we have wait method. Wait with different wait and notify. Wait and notify method and notify all, right? These are the method. So we will see this all in multi-threading part. This wait notify method all belong to what? Multi-threading. Okay, so we are going to see this methods in multi-threading. Okay, when we start the multi-threading, now we are going to see java dot lang dot string. Very important in interview perspective. Okay, now try to observe java.lang.string. Okay, so string is nothing but a class. This is the package name. This is how we recognize any class name if you want to go to that particular class. So for that, we need to understand some memory area, right? So there are two memory area. Okay, one is heap area we can call, and we can call string constant pool. String constant pool. These are the two memory area. We are very important as a when we are working with string. Okay, now try to understand. We have one code string s equal to new string. What we are doing with this line? We are creating object, right? Now, if I am giving some data Amit here, what we are doing? We are creating one class and we are using this constructor, parameter as constructor of the string class, and we are inserting the record. Let's do this with some code. Let me use this class. Let me delete everything. Test class is there, right? Okay. Now let me let me have some main method. Public static void main string args of array. ठीक है? Now we are creating object string s equal to new string. ठीक है? We are passing some data. We are passing some data like this. Amit, I am giving some. 1 minute, guys. Let me put charger. Where is my charger? 1 minute. Okay. We are creating such object, a string object. Now we will try to print system dot out dot println. System dot out dot println. I want to print this s. Okay. Now let me run this. Oh, not in server. Run a Java application. So we are able to print Amit, right? Now, the output is Amit. Now, what is happening? We created string object, and if you perform to change any object, a new object will be created. Okay. New object will be created. How new object will be created? We are going to see that. In string class, there is a concept called mutability and immutability. Try to observe. Once we create an object, interview question, once we create a string object, we can't, we can't perform any changes, in existing object. If you do, then what will happen? You are not able to do. If you try to perform any changes, new objects will be created. If we try to do any changes, new objects is created. New objects are created, and this is called immutability. It is not accepting any changes. Okay, come here. Control Shift H. Click here, because string is a final class. If somebody is asking you, so you should know what is final first. That's what every word is important in core Java. They will ask you why string is immutable. So you should be able to answer the purpose and the reason why they make this as a final. And if they make it final, then if that is final, then we are achieving what? Because object creation is not possible, right, child? Now try to observe. It is implement serializable and comparable and care sequence. This is also interview question. They will ask you in interview what is comparable and comparator. That we are going to see in upcoming session. Okay. So you are good, right? Final string is a final class. Okay. And the behavior, right? Whenever we are trying to do some changes, it is called immutability. It will create some more object. Okay. Come here. We have string buffer. We have string buffer. String buffer is b equal to new string buffer. What is the difference? We are going to understand. What is string buffer? What is string builder? What is string? When to use string? When to use string builder? When to use string buffer? All these are interview question. Now, this is the object I have created for string buffer. I will use some SRK. I will use SRK. Okay. The name Shahrukh, right? You know. So I will print now system.out.println. I am going to print SB. I am going to print SB. Now I will run this query. You will find no difference, but there are different in these two statements. This is one statement and this is another statement. What is string? String is immutable. Or what is string buffer? So read this, understand this definition. Reverse of this definition is called string buffer. Just reverse the meaning of this. We can write, once we create a string buffer object, we can perform any changes in existing object. And this is called mutability in a simple word. Try to understand. Can I copy this? Can I paste here? Instead of this can't, can I change T, remove T? We can perform any change. If I remove T from above word, we can, in string, we cannot perform. We can't perform. But in string builder, we can perform. If we try to do any changes, new objects are created. ठीक है? If we try to do the changes, no new objects are created. And this is called mutability. This is called no new objects are created. This is called mutability. This is the difference, right? This is for string and this is for string buffer. How? We will see. For one line, string, string builder, and string buffer. You will see that difference. Now, s dot something. In string, what are the methods we are going to see now? Suggestions are not coming. No problem. We will see that slowly, one by one. Try to understand. So whatever we are doing, whatever we are doing, whatever we are doing, right? In the changes, no new objects are created. Now, try to understand one more case. Let me give this as S1. Okay. Now, come down, copy this, paste here, and make it S2. Make it S2. Now I am making this as S2. I will make this as S2. In S2, S1 and S2, both data is same, right? Let me print this statement. Copy this, paste here. Yeah, paste here, paste here. And I am doing S1 dot equals S2. Try to understand. Ignore this line. This is not going to print. Line number 15 not going to print. First S1 will be printed, then S2 will be printed. Then what we are doing, we are try to use equal method. What is the output? Try to understand. From S1, S2, Amit is printed. What is giving? S1 dot equals S2 is true. Let me use one more statement. Copy this, and I will place instead of double, instead of equal, I will use double equals. Now try to understand the output. Run as Java application. What is coming? When we are using dot equals method, it is giving true. But when we are using double equal method, it is giving false. What does this mean? So in string class, dot equal method is for content comparison. What it is doing? It is comparing the content. Is content is same? Content comparison is happening. Content comparison. So that's why it is content is same. Amit. That's why the output is true. But in this line, S1 dot S2, what we are trying to do? What we are trying to do? This is going to compare reference, object reference. So whenever we are creating, let me connect my pad also, so that now I required my pad to explain you diagrammatically as well. Okay. Now, now try to observe. What is happened? S1 is there. One object is created. Inside object, what is there? Amit is there. Okay? One Amit is there. What happened with S2? One more object is created. Who is holding this? S1. Who is holding this? S2. Amit is there, right? Now, both are different object now. So S1 double equal is comparing what? Object reference. Both are different. That's why false. But what S1 dot equal S2 checking? Content. Content is same. That's why true. Let me just change the small value here. Let me give Amit K and then change. See the output true become false. Now true become false because content is different. Here Amit K and here Amit. Hope you are understanding. This is interview questions, guys. This is interview question. They will give this question into notepad and they will ask you the output. They don't give this note. They don't ask you to run. They just want this two line and they will ask you what will be the S1 dot equals S2 and what will be S1 double equal S2. Okay, then you have to answer in that way. Now, coming to string builder, string buffer. I am using string buffer SRK. Let me give it SB1. Let me give here SB1 also. Can I copy paste this? Let me copy paste this. Copy. Copy paste here. Let me rename this as SB2. Let me give this as SB2. So this is simple statement. This is going to print something, right? Now, let me use sysout statement. This sysout statement, copy this. Just paste here. Remove this comment. Instead of SB, S1, I will use SB1. Here I will use SB2. Here I will use SB1 and SB2. Focus this statement, two statement. What we are doing here, we are we are going to compare this string buffer, right? Now, can I run this program now? Forget about this statement. Let me comment this string part. Otherwise, that will make you confused. I'm commenting this now. Again, I am rerunning the program, run as Java application. Now, SB1 SRK printed, SB2 SRK printed. But what is coming? When we are comparing SB1 dot equals SB2 false. SB1 double equal SB2 again false, right? Even though their content are same, right? What is happen? In string buffer, dot class method is not overridden. In string class, dot equals method is overridden. But in string buffer, dot equals method is not overridden. Hence, content comparison, what is happening? Object class dot class is over executed. We have seen, right? Dot equals method is there in object class. So that is called, right? Which is for what? Object reference. So these two objects are different now. SB1 and SB2. SB1 and SB2. Right? No. Object class, control F equals. This is object class, right? This is object class. And this is equals method. So this equals method is available in string class. Let's see. Are you able to see logic of string class? This method, right? Equals method. Now try to observe, guys. I am trying to show you everything in depth. Object class, this is string class. Object class equal method is there, having its own logic. So in string class, when we are comparing two objects, it is giving true or false. Why? Because the return type is Boolean and some logic is there. We are not discussing logic of string equal class. we are trying to understand, first of all, object class equal method is overridden in string class. This is one point for content comparison. Okay? But the same method is not implemented in string buffer, right? So what is happening in string buffer? In string buffer, this is called. This is called. And what this is doing? Object. They are comparing object reference. They are comparing object reference. So always object means two different object means two different value, right? Two different address. So therefore, it is giving false. But for string, when the content is same, it is checking content. In this logic, it is going to compare content. That's why we are getting when content is same true, when the content is not same false. Hope you are good. Okay? Now, let me close this object class. Hope you are understanding the difference between string and string buffer. Right? Okay. So always we are getting what? Let me delete this line. Let me delete this line. This is of not use. Delete this line. Delete this line. Let me uncomment this. Let me delete this gap. Hope you are understanding. This is string. There are 4 lines is going to print. First 2 lines is for string. Last 2 lines will be for string buffer. If you see, this is for true and false. Why? This is equal method, which is override in string class. But this false for equals method, this line. Because equals method is not overriding string buffer. It is coming from where? Object class. If we are not overriding, object class method is going to call. Till now you are good, right? Okay. Now, string is also class. String buffer is a class. Only difference here for string means dot equals method is overridden. String buffer dot equals method is not overridden. Now, if it is not overridden means what? Object class method is going to call in case of string buffer. So object class string buffer means always object reference comparison. Now, another situation. Coming to string constant pool. Try to understand. Now, heap area and string constant pool. Okay? Whenever I am using this line, what is happening? Try to understand. There is a heap area and there is a string constant pool. Okay? Always remember, whenever we are creating an object, what is my object? S1. An object is created with name Amit. And at the same time, same object is created at string constant pool. Now tell me, with this line, how many objects are created then? 2 objects are created. How many objects are created? 2 objects are created. Okay? You are comfortable, right? One is on heap and one is on string constant pool. Okay? But this S1 will refer to which object? Which is in available in heap area. Now, focus guys. Important interview question. They will ask you these questions only in interview. Okay? Okay, now I'm removing this part, string buffer. I'm removing this line also. Now tell me, I am using this string s2 equal to Amit. Same, right? Amit. 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 I am not using this line. What will happen? We need to understand. Forget about this. Forget about this statement. Whenever we are creating only string s2 equal to Amit, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? Think in heap and string constant pool. Again, I am repeating. When we are using new operator, there is always two area, string and string constant pool. The S1, what it will do, it will point to an object in heap as well, which is having Amit. And in string constant pool is also one more object is created. But coming to this situation, string S2 equal to Amit, think in this way, there is also one string constant pool and SCP. But in this situation, this S2 will refer to string constant pool, and that will be Amit. No object will be created in heap area. Always remember, in heap area, whenever you are using new, then it is going to create in heap area, and the same object will be created in string constant pool. They will ask you these two line number 6 and line number 7. They will ask you in line number 6 how many objects are going to create. In line number 7, how many objects are going to create? What is the difference between line number 6 and line number 7? Then you should be able to answer, sir, string s1 equal to new string and string s2 equal to this. These are the two different story. First is when we are creating using new operator, so objects are created in heap area as well as string constant pool. So in this situation, there is two objects are created when we are using string s1 equal to new string. But when we are using string s2 equal to something, then only one object is created. That is going to create in where string constant pool. Hope you are good. This is interview question for sure. If you are attempting 5 interview, in one interview, 100% this kind of question they may ask. Either they will ask you what is string buffer, string builder. Either they will ask you this type of question. Okay. Okay. Now, let me clear the drawing. Another use case. Another use case. Hope you are good, guys. Okay. Now, let me delete this. Control D to delete the line. Now, string S1 equal to new string. Try to observe. Same question they may ask in interview also. Amit, this is Amit, right? Perfectly fine. String S2 equal to new string. Amit also. Again same Amit, right? Amit. ठीक है. Now string S3 equal to what? Again Amit. String S4 equal to Amit. What is happening in the background? When we are whenever we are creating, now try to observe. Content is same, right? Content is same. Now try to observe what is happening. When we are using this, think about heap area and string constant pool. Always there are two areas whenever we are working in string. Think in that way. What happened with line number 7? String S1 equal to new string. Perfectly fine. One object is created and it is having the name Amit. No problem. But at the same time, string constant pool, one or more object is created only with this line number 7. Now, what happened with line number 8, S2? Because there is a different variable, so it is going to create one more object in heap area with the same content. I mean, that is also fine. But what happened to this S3 and S4? S3 and S4, when you are doing string S3 equal to Amit, it is going to check this line S3 is going to check in string constant pool. What is going to check? Any date object is there with the content Amit? There or not? Yes, it will see. Yes, there. What happened S3? S3 will go and link itself with Amit object. Similarly, S4. Similarly, S4. What S4 will do? S4 again go to string constant pool and it will check whether the content Amit is there or not. S4 will come here and will check. Yes, Amit name object is there. It will link itself to Amit. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4 line of code. How many objects is created? 1, 2, and 3. Hope you are understanding, right? Hope you are understanding what is happening in the background. Then you have to answer in this way. So whenever in this type of code, wherever you are using this way. So what happens? String constant pool, it will look for same content. If content is same content, then those all string variable are going to link with that particular object. If any change in difference, it will, for example, if I am using here instead of Amit, I am using string S5 equal to SRK. What will happen? Then what happen? One object will be created here with SRK. And who is going to attach S5? S5 is going to link with this SRK. Till now you are good. Okay. Now, hope you are good with this explanation. Let me clear the drawings. Now, try to understand. Wow. Let me delete these lines. String S1 equal to new string. What is having inside string? Amit. Let me S dot. Let's wait for suggestion. Maybe it will take some time, but let's try to understand. Oh, sorry. S1 dot. S1 is the variable. If it will come fine, it won't come fine. We will check. There are some methods. This is going to call. One of the method is concat. It is not coming. Let me use that. Concat. See, now it is coming, right? These many methods are there. Starting with say inside what string. I am going to use this method concat. What is concat? Read this. Concatenate the specified string to end of the string. Okay? If the length, see what is the example? You are able to see, understand by a mouse over this. if there is some string and we just concat s, what it will do? It is care. It will become cares. Hope we are good, right? So I am going to use concat, concat, concat. I want to add Amit with his name Kumar. Amit Kumar. Amit Kumar. ठीक है s1 dot concat. ठीक है. Now I will do again s1 dot concat s1 dot concat something I want to append. Instead of now I am going to append Amit Kumar Dubey. I will take this name. ठीक है. I am using one more statement. S1 equal to Amit Dubey. Amit Dubey. ठीक है. Perfectly fine. Now try to understand what is happening in this line. Now think in this perspective. Sorry. Think in heap area and string constant pool. These are the two places, right? Now we think in this way. Whenever we are creating S1 with new character, whenever we are using new character, whenever we are using new character, what is happen? One object is created. Perfectly fine. One object is created. What is the inside object? Amit is there. No problem. Amit is there. At the same time, with one object is also created with Amit. With new word, new keyword, two objects are created. One is in heap and one is string constant pool. Then what we are doing? We are doing concatenation. Means whatever Amit, concatenation with plus with Kumar. What it will do this line? Line number 8. It will do Amit Kumar. Amit Kumar. One object will be created with this line. Hope you are good. And Kumar, Kumar is also created one object here. Because you are concatenating something with Amit. What you are concatenating? Concatenating Kumar. Kumar object is created. Now, in next line, what we are doing? We are creating, what we are adding surname, Dubey. It is also going to add there, right? It is also going to add there. What on top of what? On top of what? S1. What S1 is? S1 is Amit, right? But what you are trying to add Dubey, right? This name. So Dubey will be there. Dubey will be created in string constant pool. But in this line, what is going to happen? Do you think Amit Kumar Dubey it is going to come? No. What is S1? S1 is Amit plus Dubey. It is going to happen in this line. ठीक है? Amit Dubey. So what will happen? Amit Dubey will become. Not Amit Kumar Dubey. Amit Dubey. ठीक है? Amit Dubey. Let me check one more time. Amit, Amit Dubey, perfectly fine. Amit Kumar Dubey. Amit Kumar plus Kumar. Now, now tell me guys, what will happen in line number 10? S1 equal to Amit Dubey, right? Just let me remove the space for just convenience. Amit Kumar Dubey, right? Now try to observe. What will happen in line number 10? It is nothing but simple string. It is not new keyword. Na? What is going to happen? What is going to happen? S1 will be there. But what will be there? Amit Dubey. Amit Dubey will be there. Amit Dubey will be there. Hope you are good. For this S1. For this S1. Till now you are good, right? So you have to practice and you have to print the statement. Then you will get this answer in this way: string constant pool and heap area. Then you will be more comfortable. This is not a rocket science, but this is very simple. And they will ask you how many objects are created. Just print S1, right? In that way you can print and check the output. Okay? Now tell me guys, these two concepts are there. It's fine, no problem. Heap area and string constant pool. But if they will ask you what is the importance of string constant pool, right? So that is our next question. String constant pool means, for example, tell me, we all are a citizen of India. What is our country name? What is common to us? When coming to country level, what is common to us? Country name, India. Some people may belong to Andhra Pradesh. Some people may belong to Delhi. At state level, some people belong to Delhi. Some people belong to Andhra Pradesh. Some people belong to Chennai. So state level, there are state to group the people. So that common information, okay, that common information, same data is there, right? So why we keep on creating an object? We can reuse that because in heap area, whenever we are using new object, new character, new keyword, what is happening? What is happening? Whenever we are creating new object, what is happening? New with new keyword. One object is created in heap area. One object is created in string constant pool, right? But if India is there, country, you know, right? When we are creating some string constant pool with them, with the name India, IND, okay, let's say, what will happen? N number of people can link to this country name, na? N number of people can link to this country name. This is what saving our memory, na? We can reuse this object. We can reuse this object. This is the benefit of what? String constant pool. Hope we are good with this explanation. Tomorrow, we are going to see some more example, okay, related to string, like how to trim the string, how to play with the string, right? Some method, important method. There is index method is there, index of trim. Then we have how to lower case, upper case, right? Substring, equals method, replace, length, because these all method you are going to use in real time. Okay, so tomorrow we are going to see this. Okay, then we will see some try to close this tomorrow, this chapter, or maybe day after tomorrow. In two sessions we are going to close this. Then we will see with next chapter. We will discuss. Okay. I'm stopping my screen share. Screen clear is clear the screen. Stopping my screen share. Stopping the recording.